Hello. Um, this is Buckets of Blood, a horror show. I'm Banshee. That's Fangs,
Hi.
aka EJ and Ani.
We have much cooler names in theory.
Yeah, in theory. Um, so we do this podcast is a history and recap of horror movies and the culture sort of surrounding it.
Artistic
So
impacts of them, I
yeah,
suppose.
yeah.
I suppose we could describe it as like it's it's horror in context.
Yes. Yes. Horror in context. So today we're talking about 13 Ghosts 1960. So not the remake.
The remake that I almost accidentally watched first.
Oh,
And then
you
immediately
cannot
went
watch that.
Yeah, I didn't even like fully put it on. I like pulled it up on Tubi and I was like, "Hey, it's the dad from Marvelous Mrs. Maisel." And I stopped and I was like, "He looks way too young or like way too old for 1960." I was like, he looks middle-aged in
Did you not notice
1960.
that Matthew Lillard was there?
I didn't get that far. I didn't see
Oh,
anything except for like the Tubi shot, which was the actor who plays the dad in Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and I was like, and then I took a second. I was like, I think I'm doing something wrong.
yeah, that one was made in 2000. Also, it's like, I think it's really flashy, so I'm not sure if you can watch it
I have
either
a feeling
way.
we're gonna get into this topic in like the podcast, especially if we talk about like cheap scare slashers sometimes.
Yeah.
But into the conversation of like, and I would love to have a conversation about disability and like ableism and how like the horror genre in certain ways is made inaccessible. Like, and it's kind of, they do it just because it's easier to make it inaccessible than to like write a good story.
Yeah, we're gonna get into this whenever we do like a cheaper movie, which we will at some point.
Oh, I'm excited to get into the Mark Polonia, especially for our second
Oh yeah.
episode. It started with like the reminder of Killer Clown Shark, and I was like,
We're recording two episodes today, one on 13 Ghosts and another on
what a Bay of Blood.
Bay of Blood.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot the name of it.
It's so it's.
Oh, fairy.
I feel like a lot of my notes there for the next one are just like confusion.
Yeah, okay, we'll talk about it when we
We'll
talk
get
about
into
it.
that later. Yeah. This first one, 13 Ghosts, is quite straightforward, I would
Yeah.
say.
Compared to Bay of Blood, it is so straightforward.
It's the only thing that really confused me about this movie, which is something we'll get into, was how not scary it was. I kept waiting to get scared, and I was like, when's it coming? And like the scariest part to me wasn't even really part of the horror. We'll get into it, but it was the older man tells child boy to keep a secret
Yeah,
with
that
him.
was freaky.
I was like, that is the only thing that's scaring me right now.
True. And you like know nothing like that is gonna happen. But like
Yeah, no.
it's like, oh my god. Like
When
the
I
implication.
see
The
Yeah, when I
implication.
see a grown man get down on his knee in front of like a 10-year-old boy and be like, "Can we keep a secret just between the two of us?" Like every alarm bell goes off.
Yeah.
The
Jesus
rest of
Christ.
this movie was just kind of like there happened to be ghosts there. Mm-hmm. And that was it.
So I'm going to get into the history of B movies at first, and then we can talk about 13 Ghosts. So the term B movie originated to describe a second movie in a double feature. The first movie being, of course, the A movie. The B picture be a lesser known, lower budget genre film. For context, a genre film refers to a typically non-drama film marketed and constructed on tropes, formulas, and archetypes. Usually the genres are romance, westerns, science fiction, and horror.
I think it's worth to like insert here because I think most people of our younger generation, like their only reference to this, if they're not like a movie fanatic, would be Rocky Horror in the first song. Like that's because it's science fiction double feature. It's referring to the double feature.
Yeah. This trend started in the late 1920s when studios could make these cheaper films to up their profit between productions of more serious films. Depending on the studio, the budget for the movies could be as low as $3,000 and and as high as $275K.
I've seen some interesting like costuming, very specifically from really cheap B movies. There was a YouTuber that I like did one on. There was like one guy in Hollywood who was like the gorilla suit guy. Every time they had in like black and white films, they had like a gorilla on screen. They had this guy in a gorilla suit. And if I remember correctly, like half the time it was the same suit because these are B movies and they don't have a budget. So they're like, we need to get the gorilla suit guy.
Oh, I was thinking like he owned the gorilla suit and not like the studios were just like sharing from like a same closet.
I think it'd be really funny if he did just own the suit. Imagine he has like a closet of like 4 of them, and he's like, these are the limited supply.
He's like Homer Simpson.
Yes. He, if I remember correctly, he was a makeup artist, so like that was how he got into like the body paint and suit kind of zone, which also feels like what art school is of like people who are really into makeup become furries. It's like the same pipeline.
During the 1930s and 40s, double features became way more popular. Drive-ins were also like wildly popular post-war, and it gave independent movies more exposure by way of being classified as B movies. Leading up to the 50s, the double features actually started to wane in popularity due to the change in legislation about how B movies were acquired by theaters and the rise of television. Many major studios re-released former A pictures as B pictures in an attempt to maximize profit, but it didn't really succeed.
It basically feels like they're doing that right now with like live action animated films.
Yeah, like
that's what it feels like.
Yeah, they're literally they're spending like so much money just to like re-release.
They're putting so much money into putting The Rock into a bad wig.
Don't remind me about The Rock's wig.
Every time I look at The Rock's wig, I think about how he has a shampoo line.
Oh, he does.
He does.
He does. I kept seeing it in Target whenever I used to work in Wall Chapel. So like there was a Target like right across from where I worked.
Oh, that makes sense.
And I used to go into it all the time, and I would see The Rock's shampoo line.
I think the funniest part is on the advertise. If I remember, it's like the website or something. It says like, if I had hair, it would have loved this. And I'm like, maybe you shouldn't make the shampoo.
Exactly. Have you seen that tweet that was like, Cynthia Erivo loves to use I think it was Beyonce, or not Beyonce's, but it was like some celebrity's like hair care line, and like the tweet above it is like, what do you mean hair care?
Hair? Yeah. What hairs? If it said something like a celebrity's waxing company, I would be like, I'd be like, I'm sure she loves their wax, but like their hair care supply.
It's like, and she's not even like shaven. She's like bald. And so's The Rock.
Does she have alopecia?
I don't think so. I don't know, actually. I don't know anything about Cynthia.
I don't really. I just, in my mind, when it goes to like when you're bald, usually at that point, I go to like, oh, okay, like it's more natural, like that happened, rather than like a choice. Because when that's a choice, at least the people who I know who like commit to bald, they have like various razors for keeping it as bald and shiny as possible.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
My dad's bald.
I don't want to know if he uses wax at that point.
I don't think he does. I think he's just bald.
I think he just got bald.
Yeah. Where was I? I found it.
Recreation, taking A movies to B movies.
Yeah, yeah. The A/B movie system was traded in for shorter entertainment such before top billed pictures, such as cartoons or newsreels.
Let's all go to the lobby. It's that,
Yeah,
like, yeah. That was
yeah.
bad. Sorry, that.
or like merry melodies or like silly symphonies before like Disney movies. Yeah.
I also think of, like, when I think of that, at least, again, of, like, what does a younger person think of when they think of that example? I think of that scene in Who Framed Roger Rabbit when they're in the theater and they're showing, like, the old movie reels where it, like, cuts to different little things in between.
While I would love to talk more about exploitation cinema and grindhouse in the midnight movies of the 60s and onward, that doesn't necessarily pertain to this film, despite it being released squarely in 1960. But we'll get to it in next episode, actually.
Yeah, we have that coming forward.
Yeah. Trust. I want to talk about it. In modern times, a B movie simply refers to a campy, low-budget movie, usually in one of the aforementioned genres. Think Sharknado or any 2B original.
Or beloved Tubi.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh no, I won't get into it. I watched the
This
Tubi
is a
original
later
last
episode
night.
thing. Yeah.
No, I watched the Tubi original like 2 nights ago, and it was fucking awful. It was.
See, I think this will be our, like, Mark Polonia episode of, like,
Yeah.
the discussion of, like, Tubi films and Tubi horror.
Yeah, definitely. I think so. So on to 13 Ghosts and William Castle, the director. William Castle was not only a prolific B-movie director, but a prolific director in general. He made almost 70 directorial credits in his filmography, not including his acting, producing, and writing only credits.
Interesting.
He was fucking insane.
I wonder how many he was doing per year at one point.
You could look it up on the Wikipedia. Like,
Yeah,
you could just, like, count
probably.
it on this filmography. William Castle, born 1914 as William Schloss Jr., was best known for his promotional gimmicks that he did for his movies. The most popular would have been the gimmick for 1959's The Tingler, where, quote, Castle purchased military surplus airplane wing de-icers consisting of vibrating motors, and the crew would travel from theater to theater, attaching them to the undersides of some seats. In the finale, one of the creatures is said to have gotten loose in the movie theater itself.
Oh, it's basically what, like, Disney does as the 4D rides now.
Yeah, it's like Honey, I Shrunk the Audience.
Yes.
In 13 Ghosts, the gimmick is called Illusion O, where, quote, each patron receives a handheld ghost viewer/remover. During the certain segments of the film, a person would see the ghost by looking through a red cellophane or hide them by looking through the blue.
Okay, so it's like the original 3D glasses.
Yeah.
I even remember, like, when we were kids using the red and blue ones in theaters. I remember when it, like,
When it changed to the, like,
transition.
hipster glasses or whatever.
Yeah. And I still have some of those, like, hipster glasses that were, like, those limited release for very specific films. I have a couple of those that I stole. That I was supposed to give back. That I have no idea if they would have actually cleaned them. I think they would have just thrown them out. But I remember that period and being like, they're no longer two different colors. It's just, like, one dark screen.
Yeah, it was like the last release of those was like Shark Boy and Lava Girl or something.
Yes, they had home Shark Boy and Lava Girl DVDs as well.
I know, yeah,
that had the glasses. Yes.
Yeah, we have one of the Shark Boy and Lava Girl DVDs and it has the glasses in them, I think. And I'm just like, amazing.
I think I can actually remember the first time I had the dark 3D glasses. It was, which, oh my god, I know what this statement's gonna feel like. It was Harry Potter Order of the Phoenix.
Okay.
That I went to, like, a midnight release with my parents of the movie, and that was, like, one of the first big, like, nighttime movies I saw as a kid. And I remember distinctly it was, like, a 3D film, because, oh my god, I think it's... Yes, it is the scene in which the balls of, like, memories are falling down onto the people running. And the 3D glasses was as if, like, the balls are shattering at you. And and it was like, ooh, we have these new 3D glasses that are going to be so cool for this. It didn't make a difference. It was like normal 3D in like darker tones.
Yeah, I was thinking that because I was like, I haven't seen the Harry Potter films in like 10 years, but like, I don't remember that in Order of the Phoenix at all.
I had to think for a second where I was like, what movie was that? And I was like, yeah, it's the one that, I'm healing because I can't remember the character's name.
Exactly.
the Earth is healing. It's the uncle dies. He falls in the veil.
Sirius Black, right?
Sirius Black. Yeah, I was kept going like Severus Snape. No. But yes, that was that. I remember that like vividly.
So Castle inspired such filmmakers as, no surprise at this, John Waters, Joe Dante, Robert Zemeckis, and even inspired Alfred Hitchcock to make Psycho, which Castle then ripped off in 1961 with his film Homicidal, which is a good film. I liked it.
It's very fun. From the pod.
Yeah. It's, I won't spoil it.
I'm guessing there's a castle?
No.
Oh, wait. No, that's his name. Hang on.
That's his name.
What was the name? I'm guessing there's a castle.
No. Actually, no.
Actually, for once, yes.
The
no.
film is called Homicidal. You can watch it on YouTube, I think. I think that's where I watched. Yeah, I watched it on YouTube.
I'm guessing it was just kind of like a shock scene that's like Psycho with the pulling curtains and stuff.
Not necessarily.
Ah, original.
Yeah, it's a little bit original, but like
I love when people used to do that.
Yeah. Oh,
although speaking of original, I do have a part where at the beginning of this film that I was like, it kind of starts like Indiana Jones, and then like a minute later I was like, hang on a second. This is 1960.
You forgot it was 1960.
Oh, I keep forgetting. I was like, I think Indiana Jones is referencing this. Never.
Oh, okay.
Because it starts with like, an archaeology professor talking to students in a museum.
Yeah, that's the end of my notes. So let's actually get into it.
Cool.
Do you want me to start?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. I like half of my first page was trying to get the families' names down.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, because they...
I swear, they don't say Medea's name until, like, halfway through the movie.
So, I found the opposite. They said Medea's name at the beginning. I didn't know the mother's name until the very end.
Yeah.
I was, like, I had, like, left it blank because I had all their other names. And I was like, I wonder what mom's name is. It was Hilda.
Yeah. Oh, and there's, like, a little piece of, like, interesting casting in not the family but in the rest of the movie. I'll get to it when I get to it. It's just like a couple bullet points down.
I have down like most of like the first like 15 minutes of the movie is just like they're broke, they're so poor, the house is gone, like everything in the house is taken except for the house. They couldn't take the floorboards.
No. To start off, our main character, the dad, Cyrus Zorba, is a paleontologist, and he is giving a lecture on the La Brea tar pits when he is pulled away by a colleague saying that his wife is on the phone. And this is where we get to the fact that they are poor.
Yeah, the next following scenes are all done importantly in like the most desolate looking house possible.
They literally just like took like a not a show house, but like a new build or whatever.
Yeah, we're like, all right, we're no set, go.
Mm-hmm. So the Zorbas are in debt, and Repo Men are taking the furniture away, which is like so. I was gonna say it's so funny, but like,
it's so cruel. Parentheses, been there.
Yeah.
Like, yep. I like when they're talking, and he like takes everything but the phone.
Yeah.
They're like taking every piece around her, and then eventually they're like,
get the chair.
Done? Yeah. And then they proceed to have the son's birthday on the floor.
Yeah, that was like, I mean, I guess they couldn't do anything else.
I noted here, which, like, now that I'm looking at, I'm like, this is not referenced, if I remember correctly, at all in the rest of the movie. Cyrus mentions that they've, like, kind of been running from certain crimes.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it's never referenced ever again in
He was
any
like,
detail.
yeah, he was like, I don't think I've done anything illegal lately. And it's like, what have you done illegal before?
Yeah, I know this isn't a time period where you can just change your name and everything is gone, but like we're not going to go into that. That's the most interesting thing that is said in the first, like, until the box comes up, and yet it's like it's gone. It doesn't matter.
It's so great. It's
So
wonderful.
great. I love when films give us nothing.
Go girl, give us nothing.
Go girl, give us nothing.
So, like Gandhi said, it's the what is Buck short for?
Oh,
That's what I was thinking, like, throughout this entire fucking film.
I think his name is just Buck.
That's fucked up.
Okay, so I might have to look this up, because I know that, like, names in that time period, nicknames like that, can come from kind of fucking any name. My grandfather's name, like legal name was Raymond, and the nickname for that is Skip. And he was called Skip until the day he died. Like, I knew his name was Raymond legally, but I was like, no, even, like, my grandmother calls him Skip. I almost never hear people call him Raymond, unless it's, like, using legal documentation. And within the past, like, since his passing, I have seen people reference, like, you know, people go, like, nickname for Richard is Dick, in the same, like, reference sheets saying Raymond is Skip. And I've been like, where did that come from? If it was, like, a universalized name. Buck might be, like, another one.
Yeah, they were just, like, pulling shit out of their ass, huh?
They just did anything back then.
Yeah.
I know of a current Raymond who goes by Ray. That's normal.
That's fine, yeah.
That's fine.
So it's Buck's 10th birthday, and we learn he loves ghost stories, and the family, again, sits around a cake with nothing under it. They're not at a table or anything because it got repossessed.
They don't even go to, like, a public park with a table.
No. Well, it's dark out.
Yeah, that's true. It's windy. Yeah.
So there's a sudden gust of wind, and the candles go out, and then a strange man appears at the door, which is the first scare, to deliver a telegram from an attorney named Ben Rush. I like how we don't see this telegram guy again.
Yeah, ever again.
He's just, like, a creepy dude.
I kind of assumed that he was meant to just be, like, a delivery boy, like, back then when you had to run letters.
Yeah. You couldn't fax anything.
No, you can't. You don't have anything back then. You have a pigeon. And then they do, like, kind of like a cut scene, but not really. Like, kind of one of those pan off into the distance scenes.
Yeah.
And I put some notes down for the next scene of, like references to the house, but I don't have, like, a ton of the specific details. I have, like, the house, like, okay, wait, sorry, go on. I'm jumping ahead.
It's okay. It's like right under here. Next day, Cyrus and Hilda, the mom, go to the office, and they learn that they are given the estate of Cyrus's occult-obsessed uncle called Plato. He was under the impression that, or Cyrus was under the impression, rather, that Plato died over a decade ago in India. He also left Cyrus a package, and Hilda asks if there's any money, and Ben informs them that he left none.
I think it's worth to add here, because this is a note I make on the next page that kind of is just, like, the way it is for the rest of the movie. The uncle's last name is the same as Cyrus's last name, which is Zorba.
Yeah.
And the uncle is usually referenced as, like, Dr. Zorba. If I'm not mistaken, Cyrus is a doctor because he's a professor of paleontology.
Yeah. So they're both Dr. Zorba.
They're both Dr. Zorba. They reference Dr. Zorba the whole film as if he isn't Dr. Zorba.
Exactly.
That's kind of like a nothing, but, like, I put it down there where I was like, But anyway, yes, the The old one is Dr. Zorba for the rest
The
of
dead
the film.
one.
Yes, the dead one.
So I put in quotes, Zorba collected ghosts from all over the world. You inherited them too. So they open a package, and it's a box. It's like not an oblong box, but like a rectangle, holding a pair of spectacles, ghost spectacles, and a fly lands. Oh yeah.
Sorry.
No, I was gonna say a fly lands on it and gets electrocuted. That's the end of the scene.
I made a note here that, like, I guess kind of could have been a better every time I like tried to intellectualize this film, it went terrible because I'd be like, this could be interesting, and then later I'd be like, oh, okay, it's nothing. They make a direct comment on like Pandora's box with the box. Like the wife starts talking about Pandora's box and how like the opening of it opens the chaos. And like they have to choose in that moment whether or not, and it's like the visual metaphor as well. The Pandora's box that's opened isn't really anything. Like it's the Pandora is something that they already know is there. So yeah, that metaphor is nothing.
That's fair. If anything,
also,
like no, go ahead.
No. I was about to go on to the next scene. A reference for the visual of the next scene.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, if anything, the Pandora's box is like a little bit the house. So once they open the house door, it's the
like the actual house itself. The box is just kind of like the ghost glasses are in here for seeing the ghosts that you were just told about already. I made a reference for the beginning of the next scene, like the establishing shot is of the house. And given the area, and the like style and build of the house, at least for the viewers who are like probably not watching this, if they choose not to, it is very visually similar to the Winchester house.
Yeah, it is.
It's I would guess roughly the similar area as well in the U.S. because it's like greater L.A.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, yeah, it wouldn't be like same neighborhood, but like if you're envisioning the Winchester house, it's basically what it looks like.
That'd be so funny if it was in the same neighborhood.
They went, yeah, we got the really haunted one and the one that says it's haunted but just has a bunch of brick walls.
Yeah. You know, Boo Radley's house is also down on the...
He only comes out once a century, you know. And then, the next note is literally just dead uncle and, like, a bunch of names for him.
Yeah, I think it's so funny that his name was Plato.
Yeah, this is old Plato. No one calls him that either, which is really funny, because, like, that's an even better name.
Yeah, Uncle Plato?
Uncle Plato. It does remind me how I do have, like, I have, like, a quote-unquote uncle who's not, like, related uncle, but, like, uncle whose first name is Merlin.
You're kidding me.
Full seriousness. His legal first name is Merlin. He doesn't go by God. Merlin.
Oh.
He doesn't. He's gone by, like, a normie name for his whole life.
That's fucked up. He got it.
Yeah.
He's got to go by
one
Merlin.
shot at life at being named Merlin, and you don't take it. Damn. Apparently, because it was, like my dad knew him since they were kids. And he was like, yeah, he was bullied for it bad. And I was like, yeah, because he was 6. Give it a few years. God.
What was I?
Anyway, Plato.
Next scene, Ben pulls up to the mansion after the family moves in, and this has, like, I think it's only been, like, a day since they moved in, or, like, the same afternoon or whatever.
Yeah, they, like, barely know where they are. I think it is the first day, because I think they have that first, like, night sleeping there.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. So, Ben pulls up to the mansion and has a friendly conversation with Buck, who's outside. And this is where we first meet Elaine, who is played by Margaret Hamilton. She's the housekeeper, and Margaret Hamilton is actually the Wicked Witch from Wizard of Oz. Like,
and she's called a witch in this movie.
Yeah, so it would have been a direct reference to...
Yeah, she's called a witch pretty much the whole movie. Well...
Gotta put that... It's, like, really heavy-handed. It's like if you called Robert Pattinson, like, a vampire in a movie.
Yeah, like, oh, he's a blood-sucking millionaire, just like he's a vampire. And, like, everyone
Exactly.
stares directly at the camera as they say it.
Yeah. It's like if like they called him that in the Batman or whatever.
Yeah. Like Paul Dano calls him a vampire for some fucking reason.
So
You're
Medea and Ben.
draining America. Anyways.
So Medea and Ben talk, and we learn that he believes in the ghost, and then Medea insists
Mabia.
that insists that Ben stays for dinner. We learn that Elaine was with Dr. Zorba for years, so like meaning she was implied by him that they weren't together.
Also, Medea and Ben are, like, immediately flirting hard. Like,
Yeah,
hard.
but that's like typical for movies like these. People in the same age range. Also, how old is Medea? She's like 19, right?
Yeah, I have no idea because it's one of those, like, the actress could not pinpoint an age on her.
No.
And obviously Ben is a lawyer, which takes a little bit of time. So they're like, if you're going with the age range of 18 to your late 30s, I guess they're in the same age range.
I mean, for the time, that's the same age range.
Yeah, it might as well be the same. I also have that, I have a note about how Ben starts talking about how the uncle turned mad by the ghosts, and he's like, he was destroyed, like he was physically mutilated by the ghosts. That is something that kind of is, I would say, disputable later, but that's like part of the story.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of the story being sold.
Yeah.
And then the Ouija
So,
board.
yeah, later on, Buck finds a Ouija board hiding in the fireplace. They also find a book written in Latin. So the family and Ben play with the board, and they progressively get freaked out by it as the planchette ends up moving on its own.
It ends up floating and falling onto Medea's lap.
Yeah. So they find out that that ghosts are in fact in the house, and that one of them will die in the house. A painting of Dr. Zoba falls like almost onto Buck, and the planchette floats, and that's the end of the scene.
Mm-hmm. And then it kind of just like cuts to well, it doesn't immediately cut to this, but like there's kind of like a getting to bed scene.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, Cyrus is up and he wants to like go like, I don't know, read downstairs or something. He's not tired. So he, like, the rest of the family is away in the house, and he on his own starts kind of like, he goes to get a book, but he hears like ghostly wailing.
Yeah. Also, before that, Cyrus and Hilda have separate beds, and I think that's so funny. Like, it's so I Love Lucy, and I'm pretty sure this is after the Hays Code. Actually, let me look this up.
Yeah, I was wondering because like I feel like that is kind of like a weird part when it comes to like early B movies and like the breaking of Hays Code and like how that changed how B movies were produced.
Yeah. Okay, it ended in 1967, which is later than I thought. I thought it was in like the late 50s.
So this is like Hays Code era.
Yeah, it is. It lasted 37 years. That's so fucked up.
Yeah. Well, this is why queer media was so behind for such a long time.
Yeah, man. Okay. So
anyway.
we get our first look at some of the ghosts. One is a hanging man, and the other is axe wielding. Also, this is so funny. I said this later, but like the ghosts are just like Halloween decorations.
Yes, they are.
They're just Halloween. They're just like Target Halloween decorate. Not Target, but you know what I mean.
It's like somebody holding like a
little thing,
balloon on a string with like a
Yeah.
cloth on it, and they're like bouncing it around on a green screen.
Yeah, like they might use the underwater technique, but probably not.
Yes. Oh, I think it's also. I feel like this is an important ad. There's a fire wheel for some reason.
So Cyrus opens like the sliding door, like that's downstairs, and he puts on the glasses and he sees the Halloween store ghost, and they light on fire for some reason. Well, I guess the reason is the fire wheel. And
He also gets burnt. In
Yeah,
this part, he like he picks up the book and it burns a 13 on his arm where he did not touch the book.
yeah. The Wheel of Fire is like so crazy. Like, is that another one of the ghosts?
Is that
That'd be kind of epic if it was.
yeah, like who died for that one, first of all? Second of all, I'm kind of obsessed with how like the book is like really insisting on 13, like the burn of 13,
13.
but there are not 13 people dead in that house.
Well, not yet.
Not yet. Well, not yet, but that's even funnier that they're like, there's 13 ghosts in here. There are.
Exactly. Oh, and then in the intro has like it counts down all the ghosts, and like 13
Yes.
is like a question mark. So you know, like the 13th ghost is like.
I wonder if the fire wheel is
like a
is
red
death.
herring. Oh, it's like death.
Yeah, like the fire wheel comes at you as you're dying.
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
That's that, again, I think this is something that's like too smart for this movie. Also after after the fire wheel, I put a note where it says, "Did old Doc Zorba ever try kindness?" I was like, did he ever try being nicey to the ghosts?
I don't know. Maybe not. Probably not.
I do have a note later where it's like, it seems like he kind of tried at one point, but they're just like too nasty of ghosts. Like, like he tried to be kind, but like he couldn't send them back to the spirit realm, so like he adopted them for some reason.
So the next day, Cyrus goes to his colleague, and and what's his name? Van Allen or something? Yeah, Van Allen.
Yeah, I think it's Van Allen. I wrote it down somewhere else. He's the boss, and they say that he's an expert in Latin.
So yeah, Van Allen translates the book, and he shows Cyrus like an excerpt from a university publication saying that Dr. Zorba wanted to try and photograph ghosts. It says, quote, "Captured 11 ghosts. If you see a ghost, you can control it." Van Allen says that, or the publication says that, rather.
Mm-hmm. And it also says that he states that if they're stuck on Earth, they have unfinished business.
Yes, and Zorba is the 12th ghost.
And a blank number 13.
Yeah. So Hilda wants Cyrus to come home, and like she calls, because 3 ghosts are in the kitchen destroying it. The ghosts, Buck is familiar with the ghosts because Elaine tells him like what they are. This one is Emilio, who killed his wife, mother-in-law, and sister-in-law.
It's also like it's poltergeist behavior. I wrote that down, like it's if you know, like, well, you know, but like if the listener knows ghost like classifications of like what the behavior means, it would be classified as like poltergeist behavior.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Emilio killed cheating ? Wife, mother-in-law, and sister-in-law with the meat cleaver. Although you don't see like a man. Well, okay, so you see like a woman and a man, seemingly ? Mm-hmm. I would hope, given the rest of the people involved are her mother and her sister. It's her and a man ? And then the guy cleaving them. And my question there is, why didn't he kill the guy?
He's not a feminist.
He's not a feminism lost, guys. The other guy is dead in here, but like he just died.
It's just like his like spirit.
It just like happened.
Yeah.
Oh my god, here's where I have various names of the housekeeper listed, where I went back later and added her last name. Because they said it later. It's Zacharides.
Mm-hmm. I didn't bother putting it down because I was like, I can't spell that and I can't say it.
It's okay. I had subtitles on and they spelled it. And I was like, oh, I can do that.
So Cyrus questions Elaine, and we learn that she helped Zorba, or Dr. Zorba, the dead Dr. Zorba, with his experiments, but he didn't trust her towards the end, but he trusted Ben, of all people.
It mentions, like, right there, like, a line that I wrote down, was that Elaine says, "I knew Plato Zorba, he never gave anything away, not really."
Mm-hmm.
And I was assuming that was in reference to, like, the house, like, he wasn't...
Yeah.
He wasn't just giving it away, like, there was an implication involved within it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was actually a good line.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, and is Dr. Zorba, quote-unquote, died by spirits and, quote-unquote, suffocated in his bed. When
he did suffocate.
the police report. Yeah, well, yes. But they're talking about, like, the police report and how, like, it was listed in, like, the mortuary commentary, and, like, she was clearly being, like, there's foul play, but she didn't say it as there's foul play. She was just like, they said he suffocated, ...
Yeah.
And then I just have a note that says, Ben, parentheses lawyer, is more involved.
I'll be real, like, I didn't, I wasn't, like, I was, like, fully, like, looking at, like, Elaine, like, oh, maybe she's, like, a little suspicious, but then, like, as soon as the money got involved, I was like, oh, it's, yeah.
I, like, around this part into the next scene was the moment I was like, okay, so it was Ben. I was like, oh, cool, like, we have an hour left in the movie, and I'm like, well, it was him. Oh, and then the ghost.
Oh yeah, the ghost. So she leaves Iris alone, and there's like groaning sounds from the room, I guess the bed, which is so funny. Moaning,
showing up as a ghost, just groaning in bed. Anyway,
the candles light themselves, and one floats off the candelabra and shines a light at the bedpost, revealing that a button lowers the top, like, canopy, like, wooden canopy of the bed. So later that night, Ben and Medea come back from their date. Later on, Medea finds a ghoul in her room. And this is mysterious at first. And I say ghoul for a specific reason.
They show, like, the shot of the ghoul going towards Medea's room is only shown, like feet down.
Yeah.
And they're covered in cobwebs. Like, they're shown to be quite dirty. But that is realistically, like, the best shot we have of it until Medea sees it and is attacked by it.
Yeah, at first I thought it was, like, Dr. Zorba until they, like, showed it.
I still thought it was Dr. Zorba at first, and my mind went to, again, this was, like, the number one moment where I was like, I'm being too clever for this movie, where I was like, what if Dr. Zorba is getting at Medea because she's dating Ben, and it was Ben, and so he's trying to lead them without Ben being there to, like, the person who was closest to Ben. No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. That was a slightly too, like, of a clever thing. It's too obvious.
Next morning, Buck slides down the banister and money falls from it. And it falls, like, from the air, not from the banister.
Yes, which is kind of, like, important in what the reveal is later. Mm-hmm. Like, it does not line up with the reveal physically, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter to the people who are watching this so late at night.
No. The people in the drive-in cinema are not paying attention to it.
No, they are doing something else in their car. And they're like, $100 bill. Oh, and Buck does find the basement.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
This is actually my favorite scene for, like, a fucked up reason.
Oh, tell me. Hold on. Give me a second to
Yeah. Explain it.
So Buck doesn't know the $200 rather, falling from the banister. And he goes to the basement and finds a headless lion tamer and a lion who, for some reason, has, like, something like a black, like, sheet around its middle. And I thought, like, was it cut in half or whatever? And I was like, no, it couldn't have been.
I assumed for a minute, like, that was supposed to be what it was, and then I was like, alright.
Yeah, I'm like, what was it there? Is it something like they couldn't edit out because, like, they needed it to, like, hold the lion back or whatever? Like, did they, like, suspend?
They had him, like, how they trim dog paws, where they put them in an IKEA bag. Well, okay, so that's actually kind of why this was my favorite scene in the movie, because, like, through the entire scene I kept being like, man, old Hollywood labor laws with animals, like, I was like, this scene's so interesting, this is not legal anymore.
You can't do this.
you can't get this anywhere else, ladies and gentlemen. And so I was like, well, this is the best scene this movie's got, because it's rare now.
Unless they use, like, a CGI lion or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're not allowed like a real lion, which obviously like wasn't on set in front of the child, but had
Yes.
the illusion of a lion right in front of a child, which I bet would have gone crazy nuts in that time. Oh, and I have Shadrach, which is the magical magician. He
Yeah, yeah.
appears headless, and he quote unquote whips the lion into submission, and then invites Buck over, and the lion like chews on his stump in the little editing. It looks
Oh
like the
yeah,
lion's like,
the head, yeah.
but like the head's already gone, so it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
So Buck goes upstairs and he finds the money, and then Ben rings the doorbell.
Oh, the scene means nothing for the rest of the film. By the
Oh
way.
no, it means like literally nothing.
It's literally just them being like, we got to put another ghost in.
Yeah. Do you think the lion counts as a ghost? Like, what happened to the
I
lion?
was wondering about that. I think the lion counts as a ghost.
Okay, we gotta count up the ghosts because they did say it in the intro, but like, there's probably like 15 ghosts in here.
So, like, actual ghost interactions, I think there is less than 10.
Yeah.
Which, 13 ghosts. Guys. Are we counting the circle as a ghost, too?
I think so. Like,
I
that's
think
what I'm
we
saying.
should.
Like, there was more than like because there were 4 in the basement when Cyrus was down there, and then
There's
the wheel
4 and the circle, yeah.
and the circle. Yeah, so maybe that's 5, and then they're just like
There's and then there's the doc. There's Dr. Zorba, so it's 6.
and then there's the 3 or 4 depending in the kitchen.
Yeah, we see 3 visually.
Yeah.
We're told he killed 3 people, but we see
Yeah, sure.
only 3 ghosts total, and that includes the guy.
Yeah. Okay.
And then
I don't know.
the 2 in the basement, if you want to count the lion.
Yeah. So that's what like I can't do.
I wasn't counting.
All right.
I
Never
was
mind
counting
then.
at Zorba, and then I kind of hang on. I can keep going. That goes to 9. We're only up to 11 right now. I think. Oh wait, no, yeah, wait, 11 counting the lion.
Oh, maybe there are 13 ghosts. Oh.
Wait, no, who's the 12th? Because like that was including Zorba.
Oh.
We're down a ghost.
Oh yeah. Maybe we're just missing one. Hold on.
We'll figure it out.
Ben takes interest in the money that Buck found. And, oh, this is the creepy part that we were talking about earlier. Buck, he tells Buck not to tell anyone about finding the money. And he pulls him into the other room. He pulls him into the other room when there's already, like, no one in the room to tell him that the secret is that there's a secret and that there's money in the house.
I wrote down, like, this is like an annoying note reference. This is like a me issue reference.
Mm-hmm.
It is Family Guy. Family
Oh
Guy
my
has
God.
like it actually has a song like that's like pointing out how fucked up it is, how a lot of like old stories have just like the story is a older man and a young boy. It's like a man and a boy, a man and a boy. There's nothing wrong with it. It's like really stupid, obviously. But like I thought of that song immediately of them being like the movie's like nothing really weird about an older man getting the young kid to keep a secret, is it? It's the time. He also, Ben then turns around and tells Sai that he should get out as quickly as physically possible right after
Yeah.
making Buck say that. I wrote like audience can't see this, but I wrote like a, a fucked up little cringe face. I was like in my own writing.
You put an emoji. You put a cave drawing emoji.
Yes, I did. I'm doing hieroglyphics. Anyway, cuts to Mr. Van Allen scene.
After Ben talks to Cyrus about moving out, Cyrus immediately finds out about the money from Van Allen, which I think is so funny that like it's just like right after one after another.
Yeah, it's like we can't. There's the other scene being like, don't talk about this, and like flip joke. By the way, I wrote down a quote, of what was in Dr. Zorba's like notebook, and it says where like he's talking about in the translation he says he was converting the money, and then quote unquote he was hiding it where scrupulous men can no longer steal it from me. they're making, like, it's saying directly, like, Zorba knew there was a specific guy who was trying to get the money. Oh,
Yeah.
and the boss immediately is, like, after realizing that Elaine is in the house, he's like, just do a seance with her. He's like, you've been living with this woman?
And you haven't been doing a seance?
Yeah, what are you doing? That was the answer this whole time. She was right there.
Yeah, so that night, Elaine holds a seance with Cyrus, Hilda, and Medea. Buck is like, oh yeah.
Oh, wait, sorry. Actually, add to that part because I have a note after what happens with Buck.
Oh,
right
which
there.
part? Oh, right there. So
I have a note about not letting Buck join.
Oh yeah, so Buck's not allowed to join because he's only 10 years old.
Yeah, and Buck is directly like, I would like to join. Let me join. I have a couple notes right around this scene. First note is, this is my writing. It's like, I'm over 2/3 of the way through this movie and no serious murdering ghosts. They're mid-period ghosts, period. And then I have, like, Buck isn't allowed to join the seance, and I'm like, why didn't they let Buck join? He is the only one of that immediate family that understands and knows ghosts and has clearly this whole time. And they're like, I know that you're, like, we should be responsible. You're a 10-year-old kid. You should be in bed. No, you fucking shouldn't. That is the only one that knows what a ghost is. They're like, we don't need him.
We don't need his
We don't need the one that reads ghost stories all day because he's gonna want to talk to the ghosts when they show up.
Exactly.
And they shouldn't be doing that because they'll give us the answer.
No, we gotta contrive this.
Yes, we gotta draw it out.
So Zorba is contacted successfully. Oh wait, no. Did I miss something?
Buck slides down the banister first.
Oh yeah, and then he finds the money.
Yeah, he finds 3 of the $100 bills fall out, and he was like, something's wrong. He doesn't say that.
He's not young Sheldon.
No, he's not young Sheldon. He sees it fall, and he very clearly is like, well, that fell from somewhere, and finds it. And then it's the seance.
Yeah, so Dr. Zorba is contacted successfully, and Cyrus gets possessed by him briefly. And I thought, like, the actor's, like, physicality, I forget what the actor's name was, but Cyrus's, like, physicality was, like, kind of interesting in this scene. He was just, like, sort of moving his mouth kind of weird, and as he, like, was talking. And I just thought it was interesting.
Yeah, I felt like this was one of the, I guess, one of the more, like, artistically inclined moments, maybe artistically inspired moments.
Yes.
Of this film, where, like, at least in the next one we cover, there's a few moments where I'm like, it's an artful shot. Very few shots we get in this film are, like, what I would consider, like, artfully creative. But the actor's decision in this shot is one of those, like, oh, he put his whole everything in that.
He put his pussy into that.
He put his pussy into that possession.
So
of that uncle possession.
Yeah. So Zorba's ghost appears after he possesses Cyrus, and then we cut back and forth, and, like, we cut to Ben coming in, and Buck tells him about the money, and he convinces Buck to go to bed instead of, like, going into the seance room and telling his parents about it.
And when oh, sorry. I was going to say, when Cyrus is possessed, he says that one of the people in the house is going to die that night. There's kind of, like, I would say kind of interesting, like, overlay of screens effect at this moment that's, like, showing, like, possession in and out of the ghost with the body.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Zorba appears out of the painting and just, like, walks through. Or does he walk through Cyrus, or does he just, like, walk into him? I don't remember.
I think he walks into him because, yeah, he walks into him. Okay, my notes kind of jump, and I think that means that the scene actually cuts pretty quickly, because it's the ghost going into him, and then he goes into him, then Cyrus says, tonight one of you will die, and then Dr. Zorba returns to the painting, And then Elaine says, tonight death walks again in this evil house. And then it cuts to Ben with the cobwebs on his legs.
Wait,
and it's
really?
like clearly Ben with the cobwebs. Yeah, it's in the bedroom because he goes to turn on the bed like creepily with no one in the bed. And that is the scene in which it triggers all the ghosts to start like wailing because the bed is triggered even though no one's on it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he sneaks to carry Buck. When with the cobwebs, he goes to like picks up Buck and then goes and puts him back in the bed.
God. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
And then Dr. Zorba appears in the room with Ben while he's doing this.
Yes.
I made a note here that the Dr. Zorba makeup is worse in this scene than it was when the creature appeared earlier.
You know what it reminds me of? Have you seen the Mask episode of Twilight Zone?
Yes, I had that thought immediately where I was like, I know that mask.
Or not the Mask episode. Oh, yeah, that episode, and also the Eye of the Beholder episode. You know that one with the pig like noses and stuff?
Oh my god, yeah. I remember watching that scene as a kid and being like, I watched it with like a family friend. I think it was with Grace's dad, who was older when I was a kid. He was like in his 50s when we were kids, so like he remembered old Twilight Zone, and we were watching that at one point, and I remember being like, all of them are pigs except for the one beautiful woman.
Your mind was so blown with that.
Yes, it was. Oh yeah, where I just wrote Dr. Zorba makeup is worse this time? ?
He's melting. I wouldn't be surprised if like the mask just like melted a little bit in like a trailer or whatever.
It kind of looked like either the lighting was changed and in the earlier scene it hid the creases of where it's obviously a mask better, and that the lighting in this scene made it more apparent that it was just like a shitty mask.
Yeah, it happens. It's a B movie. I don't know how much.
Yeah, it happens to the best.
I should look up how much the budget was, but
they probably did fine with what the budget was.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Dr. Zorba ghost ends up pushing Ben onto the bed while it's lowering, and Buck gets like scooted out in this process. So he gets shoved out, and Ben gets crushed at the last minute.
Yeah. I love how sudden this cut is.
Yes.
But like it's just like a sudden like not even like it's a cut and then a fade in, I think, of the family counting money at the kitchen table just like very happily and like sunnily.
Yeah, they're like giggling and kicking their feet basically. And like Ben just died for us.
Yeah, like that night.
Yeah.
But it's like it's daytime now. A man died in their house and they're just like, ooh, money.
They're like, another death doesn't bother us.
The 13th ghost.
Yes.
So Cyrus basically just like explains the last 10 minutes of the movie to Medea, which is hilarious. It's for the people who were making out in the audience.
Yes.
Elaine says or explains that the spirits have gone for now. She believes that they'll be back. And in the end, she destroys the spectacles with her mind.
Oh,
and
that's what that was?
Yeah.
I thought they just exploded on, like, sheer impact. I seriously thought that they just, like, levitated out of the case and they were like, job done, and exploded.
No, she, like, destroys them with her mind.
Okay, swag. Because they did ask, like, Buck does go, like, are you a ghost? And Elaine says, she's literally, like, don't ask questions you don't want answers to. And that's it.
Then we get a last look at all 13 ghosts.
Yep, I have written the end / house for sale.
Exactly. No, they're not leaving the house. They're staying in the house.
I thought the point was that they were going to sell the house.
No, they were gonna stay. Like not Zorba. Cyrus was like,
well,
"Oh,
he
what's
is
the
Zorba.
point?" Yeah, he is Zorba. But Cyrus is like, "Oh, what's the point of leaving now? Now that all the ghosts are gone."
In my mind, I'm like, she just said they're gonna be back. Why would? But yeah. And then they show all the ghosts, and it's the end.
The end.
The end. And I didn't have many questions. One of my only questions is they talk about the goddamn contract and how hard it is to get out of the contract for so long, and then never discuss the contract at the end.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess they're keeping the house, so like.
I guess it doesn't matter. I guess I guess so long as they have like some kind of deed. Oh, and I added like why I didn't understand why Ben got up and like got dressed into a dead Dr. Zorba outfit to freak the chick out who he just went on a date with when the house was already haunted.
That's fair. I have no clue. Maybe it was like to get them to leave, but it wasn't, his intentions weren't clear. Maybe he just wanted to scare her.
Yeah, I assumed that it was just kind of like he was trying to like drive the point home, like push it in clear that Dr. Zorba is like the issue here. Because otherwise I'd be like, what are you achieving in this action? Like, you're just, man, it's already haunted. She can go downstairs and they'll be freaked out. They watched Poltergeist Activity and didn't leave yet. Like,
yeah,
that was it. That was my only other questions. Was like, why would you sell the house? It's big.
Exactly, and they're not selling the house.
And they're not. They saved it. Yay!
So I like how both of these movies that we're going, like this and then Bay of Blood, has like a real estate edge to it.
Yes, I will go into like,
and then like I haven't seen Blackula yet, but I know that Dracula has a real estate edge to it, so I think we're just doing 3 real estate movies in a row.
Yeah, I made a comment for the next movie at some point where I was like, maybe the real enemy was capitalism all along.
Maybe
none of this would happen if we had like reasonable housing.
Exactly. So what was your favorite part?
My favorite part was the lion that wouldn't happen now because laws.
Yeah. Let me think. I think my favorite part was the seance. It was like the one scene in the movie that was like a little bit like, ooh, ooky spooky.
It's like the only scene that had like that edge to it that I was like, I don't think we're getting this.
Yeah. But like my second favorite, like not my favorite scene, but like my favorite aspect of this movie is like the Halloween store ghost. Like the department store, like just like tree hanging like ghosts that they just like
I think
they jingle around like keys.
Yeah, I think I really appreciated like how not like minuscule the special effects are, but like how dated the special effects are.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm watching something, I don't want it to be hyper realistic. I want it to tell me what era I'm in. And like this very much was a film where I was like, this is 1960, all right. They're sleeping in 2 separate beds. They absolutely are.
So funny.
I saw it and I was like, yeah, it's the marriage bed.
Not really.
Not really.
2 twin beds.
I had a second where I was like, didn't this house have like 8 bedrooms or something? Like they picked the 2 twin bedroom room after like both the kids get like king size beds and they're both twins.
I was thinking like because like Buck is like 10 and gets like a literally like a queen or king size bed, and it's like so fun because he's so small in it.
Yes. And when Ben picks him up out of the
not Ben, Buck rather. I said
no. When Ben picks Buck up out of the bed to carry him back, and I was like, all these shots are really fucked up in a way that I don't even think they implied would be as fucked up in the same way.
Yeah, no. They were just like, this guy is gonna kill this kid, but not that like he snuck into his room at night and picked him up.
And picked him up out of his bed. That's innocent, because like the parents trust him.
Yeah.
Maybe the real horror movie was the stranger danger along the way.
It was. It truly was. All right. I don't have any more notes or questions, so I think we are finished with this episode. Okay. All right, so that was the end of 13 Ghosts.
We've had we've had a really great show.
Yeah, we had a good. I had a great time doing this. This is fun.
This is fun. This is like updated Reeferdale.
Yeah. Oh my god.
This
Listen
is
to
adult
Reeferdale.
Reeferdale.
No, Reeferdale was adult Reeferdale.
Yes,
because we were getting high.
Because we were getting high. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And watching
Everyone
Riverdale.
listen to the 10 episodes of Reeferdale I have up on YouTube.
It's a hit.
Yeah. I might restart that podcast though.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was so fun. But
I
yeah,
think that would be done like great. This is like a side comment. That would be great done in like video format, talking one-on-one on like a grimy couch.
yes.
Like
yes,
that is the
would.
perfect scenario for that.
Exactly. But yeah, check out our links in the description. Do you want your Instagram linked or anything?
Sure, I'll do that. I'll probably
don't have
probably
to.
my Instagram. I don't know.
Okay. So we'll have our Instagrams linked.
Find us on our
And-
socials.
Yeah, I'll have the coffee to the coffee. I don't know how to pronounce it. Coffee to the show, linked in the description.
We could probably throw the Tubi link up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'll link Tubi and like if it's on archive, I'll link it on archive. Yeah. All right. I don't have a good intro for this. Yeah. Thanks for listening. Goodbye. All right. We're
Bye.
done. We're done.